Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Graham once again. If you've been tuning into any of my videos, I'm sure you've heard a lot of the stuff I've talked about, and I'm sure and I hope that some of the golden nuggets I've shared with you has went a long way there for your success in your team. And individually, hopefully, if you're a one-man army, it's helped you upgrade your membership sales or your recruiting. Excuse me. But one thing I want to touch bases on, the membership presentation. I know everyone is dying to find out, how do I do my membership presentation? So I'm going to do it with you right now. So we're going to play make-believe that the person in my Bluetooth that you see here, I'm on the line with. And the reason why I'm not going to shoot a live one is because you wouldn't hear it anyway. Only I would hear it. So here we go. I want to explain to you guys the most important portion of our membership when you're doing the presentation to anyone. Always remember, the preventative legal services and the identity theft package, those two alone will close the deal if you do the presentation correctly. So, let's just say we're calling, which one of my clients can we say? Okay, Courtney Taylor. Okay, she had a legal situation. I've already did the presentation with her, but this is what you basically do. You say it like this. Now, we're playing make-believe. Remember that. So, hello, may I speak to Courtney, please? Hey, Courtney, how are you doing? It's Julian Graham with the Legal Service Network. How are you doing today? Fantastic. I didn't catch you at a bad time, did I? Okay, great. Well, go ahead and share with me exactly what took place, if you don't mind. Okay, I understand, because you always want to be responsive. Be responsive. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Did you ever try to make initial contact with the landlord there, ma'am? Okay. Now, ma'am, let me just share some very valuable information with you. For starters, have you ever heard of our services being prepaid legal services, ma'am? And then you wait. They're going to say yes or no. And then you say, great, regardless of what they say. You say great. You say whatever pops in your mind that sounds exciting. Me, I always say great. I always say fantastic or whatever the case may be. So I'll say something like great. Well, I take it that you used to carry the membership. That's if they say yes. Now, if they say no, you say, great, well, let me share some very valuable information with you. And they're going to say, okay. You say, for starters, ma'am, there's 5 coverage areas that we offer. They're all under one membership. If you've got about an extra 5 additional minutes, I can share some very important information with you. Do you have an extra 5 minutes to spare? Quite naturally, they're going to say yes. What are they going to say? No. They just called you, or you were already doing the presentation. So, then you say, well, ma'am, there's 5 coverage areas, or sir, there's 5 coverage areas that we offer. And with coverage area number 1, ma'am, being your preventative legal services, this is what you can expect. Unlimited consultation and advice directly with your provider law firm. You can also have phone calls and letters written or made on your behalf. You can also have up to a 10-page document reviewed at no additional charge. That way you at least know what you're signing if it pertains to something you have to sign, or even a warranty or something you've already signed, or whatever the case may be that involves documentation. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? So you say, with coverage area number 1, as a bonus, we've also added our will preparation. But let me just explain what all that means to you, because none of them know what that means. So you say, well, let me explain what that means to you. It's very simple. All you have to do, ma'am, is pick up your phone, make initial contact with the provider law firms. They will immediately offer you, within a short period of time, an attorney in that area of law, which will consult with you on an unlimited basis, answering all your questions, ma'am, not by the hour, because that's already been prepaid with our $35.95 membership. However, once you have made initial contact with the provider law firm, what they will do for you at that point in time is issue a letter on your behalf if they feel as though that will best suit your legal need. Now, as far as the contracts and document reviews that I just explained to you, ma'am, with that option, you can have your documents reviewed, and then once that letter is issued to the proper individuals, whether it be a landlord situation that I'm talking about here with Courtney, but with that legal situation, you can have a letter addressed to your landlord requesting that he repair those holes in the walls and fix that damaged door. And then she's going to say, oh, okay, well, whatever she says, she's going to say something. People are not just going to be mute. And if they are mute, remember, take charge. You're the leader here, so you keep talking. If they're quiet, that's because they're listening. So you say, well, not only can you have letters and so forth addressed on your behalf to the landlord, but ma'am, at no additional charge, if they fail to respond in a timely fashion and your provider law firm feels as though you have an appropriate civil case, coverage area number 3 will also best suit your needs, because that's your trial defense services. And with that service, ma'am, you're given 75 hours of your law provider's time in the event you decided to file a civil suit or you're being sued in a civil suit. And she'll say, wow, or they'll still be quiet. And if it's still quiet, or if they say wow, or however they respond, you say, ma'am or sir, at this point in time, based on the brief information I've shared with you, I'm sure it sounds expensive. Is that correct? Sometimes they'll say, huh? That's because they're so zoned out listening to you. Or sometimes they'll say, yes, it does. It sounds like it's very expensive. And that's when you say, well, ma'am or sir, I'm proud to announce our services are only $35.95, and that's $35.95, not $3,500. Let me explain to you how we're able to bring you such a tremendous service at such a low price. What it is, ma'am, we've been established over 38 years now. Remember, you know this. You're in the business. You know that. So you say, we've been established right at 38 years now, a little bit longer. We're actually servicing over 1.5 million active members. We're publicly traded, New York Stock Exchange powerhouse. And basically, of the 1.5 million active members, that's the buying power that we use to keep the 1,800 law firms on retainer. You see how this just flows? It's got to flow. It's got to be natural. If you don't know it all, don't say none. Because what you do is you'll set yourself up for failure. So, back to this call. And she'll say, wow, or whatever they say, you keep leading. Remember, they're going to buy or they're not. Whichever one they do, you have to be satisfied. So, I don't have a lot of time on this video, but what I'm stating to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you get into coverage area number 2, which is your motor vehicle related services, or coverage area number 4 being primarily your IRS auditing services, or like I stated, coverage area number 5, the identity theft area, I do it like that. Okay, technically, coverage area number 1 is your preventative legal services. Coverage area number 2 is your motor vehicle related services. Coverage area number 3 is your trial defense. Coverage area number 4 is your IRS auditing services. And we all know, I'm sure, I hope you do, that coverage area number 5 technically is the preferred members discount. Okay, but you don't always talk about discounts. Because if you know that what you're telling them, the $35.95 is going to cover, there's no need to remind them of that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it already sounds too good to be true. And here you are coming with some discounts. This doesn't sound like a deal to me anymore. This sounds like I paid to save me money later. If the situation is not covered at $35.95, then you stress the $25.95 coverage area number 5 preferred members discount. Otherwise, coverage area number 5 is the identity theft package if you're doing the presentation. They don't know that. Only you know that. So, take advantage, people. Okay? Now, what I want to do is this. I'm going to shoot one last video on today. And that's going to be the next video. Okay? If you don't have time to watch it now, I understand. But make sure you tune in to watch the video following this one. Because this conversation is going to continue. Okay? Well, for those that don't know, or didn't understand me, or somehow or other didn't pay attention until now, my name is Julian Graham. I'm an independent associate here with Prepaid Legal Services. Tune in to all my other videos. I'm sure you've seen a lot of them, and I have a lot of golden nuggets that will not stop coming your way. So, with that said, take it easy, take charge, take control, and I'll see you over the top. See you later, ladies and gentlemen.